So, Lola and I have been working on fixing my craft room. This desk his mom gave me that I'm using for a makeup desk is actually in the spare room, which will be Ryan's room. I have to find another place for it then. But we're using this as kind of an overflow as we work through things. There's all my packing stuff for my Etsy shop. This box right here is full of t-shirts and stuff that I'm using to make t-shirt quilts with and other fabric. That whole bin right there is nothing but scrapbook paper. The one on the top right there is computer equipment, old computer equipment that don't work anymore. I'm going to take apart to sell pieces in my Etsy shop. And then the box up under it is nothing but my polymer clay stuff. There's a shelf that Sarah gave me, and then one that Diane, Sandy's Nana, gave me that's going to go back in there. And, of course, my beautiful dress form that's going to hold a lot of my loose laces and stuff. And that's all in Ryan's room. So let's go to my craft room. Before we get there, all of that stuff is stuff that I'm going to redecorate the living room with. I'm doing a Cowboys and Indians theme in there. And then, yeah, we have actually made progress. That I still have to go through and sort out. All of that. Right there is sewing stuff. That's a bin of stuff that I gotta sort stuff through. That right there is all the seasonal stuff like Halloween and Valentine's Day and Christmas and stuff like that. That box right there is slam packed full of stuff that goes on my pegboard. Stickers and embellishments and stuff like that. Those are empty bins right there so far. And a box of miniature scrapbooks that haven't been done yet. The box of notebooks, tablets, journaling kind of stuff. Some of my Faber-Castell pens. One of my mixed media journals. Artist tiles. Pens and stubs for penciling. That's all of my jelly roll pens. All of that stuff right there is rusted metals that I hand rusted. That's metal stuff I gotta go through. There's more of my journaling pens and stuff like that. Those I still have to go through. There's some organizational bins and stuff like that that I got really cheap.
Your sexy wife is calling.
And my sexy wife is calling. And this under here is a massive old-timey printer's tray that I got at an antique shop that I eventually want to decorate and put on the wall in the living room since it's going to be that old-fashioned country and western theme. That's all of my stickles and stuff like that. That box right there is all of my laces and lace flowers and stuff I've already been working on. That back there is hard to see. It's printer trays. That right there is also hard to see, but that's all my game pieces and stuff. This box right here is full of bling, jewels, beads, pearls, you know, all different kinds of beads. That's a box that I'm just throwing random stamps in for the moment because I have to come up with a better stamp solution. There's a shelf there and bars there to hang my spools and washi tapes and stuff on. And more organizational stuff back there. with some odds and ends and more containers. There's my wood piece that Grandma Peggy's first husband, Sonny, made. It holds my Dremel and my glue gun and my pieces and stuff for it. That's kind of like a catch-all art bin. Then I have my little drawers that has all kinds of embellishments and stuff in it and other stuff. One of my craft mats. That holds a lot of my adhesives, some of my favorite pictures, Ryan's stereo that I confiscated because he left it here, DVDs and stuff. That is adhesives and cups and stuff and molding putties. And there's my pegboard, and I finally found the thing that had all my pegs in it. They won't stay that way, but yeah. It's a work lamp, more embellishments and stamp pads, stuff that still has to be organized, but I'm just kind of tossing everything that I find in little bins so that once I get the station set up, I can easily move it. That's my homemade sprays and some inks and stuff and one of those door organizer things. That's got a bunch of flowers, and underneath there in those boxes there's a box of napkins and stuff like that to use for mixed media, and my polymer clay molds. Down there, there's a box of chipboards and wires and all kinds of goodies like that. Paper book flowers that I've made. This is kind of miscellaneous stuff for the moment. And instructions on how to save voicemails from people that I love off of my voicemail, because my voicemail box is almost slam full, but I have voicemails from Percy and Peggy and Mama Clegg and Dawn and Tiffany and Robbie when he went to basic training. My grandmothers, people that are important, they're no longer with me, so I want to save them. That's a lot of my alcohol inks and perfect pearls in there. And that's just miscellaneous stuff, some baker's twine that I found laying around. This bin right here, other than the photos that are on the top, these are photos that I found that Robbie used for his senior picture stuff. But all of this stuff is for altered art projects. That stuff that came out of the desk in there. It's my bookshelf that's got all my antique books and my scrapbooks on. That bin right there has envelopes and bags for scrapbook journals, pony beads at the bottom. I don't remember what's at the top. Junk. This has all of my ribbons, paints, stencils, flower pieces. These are more papers and things, scrapbook papers that I need to go through. My Sharpie container, my decorative edge scissors, a stack of photo frames, one of my tote bags. That bin right there is full of like charms and arty cake things and stuff like that, and a lot of floral type stuff. And this right here has all of my washi tapes and stuff in, and then I had found these tapes that I was going to give to my daughter-in-law because she wanted to be a Spanish teacher. Don't know if that's still what she wants to do, but if she does, then she'll have a good start for that. that's my tool bin that I'm having to keep my husband out of. These are more boxes of stuff that I have to go through and separate out. And then the closet. Oh my gosh, the closet. This is still one of the big daunting things that I have going on. Because as you can tell, it starts from the floor and then goes all the way up to the shelf on the top to the ceiling. And all the way back down again. And there are tons of crates back there that are full of stuff that I have to go through. And there's more stuff, loose flowers and shelves and stuff. A lot of this stuff I think is probably going to end up in a yard sale. And then there's some stuff of Larry's that I've been working on for his mom. Some of her stuff. Trying to get it all transferred into new scrapbooks that won't fall apart and stuff so that he'll have it all archived for her. That's more miscellaneous stuff there and there. And then there's all my canvases. Some of my picture frames, Tim Holtz. I think they're Tim Holtz. Well, that's just a Recollections printer's tray. And these are like the Tim Holtz ones. And some of my canvases. Some more canvases there. Sandy Lou likes to get a hold of those. This basket was my mom's, and it holds a lot of like really antique doilies and other antique ephemera and stuff like that that I found at some of the antique shops around here. Then these boxes, you see they have names on it. It's for Ryan and Robbie and Lowell. For the King side of family, Clegg side of family, Shaw and Phillips. And it holds like different stuff inside of them that I need, that I'm saving to scrapbook. It's Hanson and Hass for Lowell's family, and Jessica and Jamie and Rhonda. And this is another one for friends. There's my bridal shower invitation from Sarah. Vacations and stuff like that. Not sure why that's in there, but okay. That's an empty one. And here's Sandy Lou's. This is one of her very first pair of little glasses. You see how big my thumb is up against that lens. She was so cute. One of her little sugar skulls that she drew for me, so I had to put that in there. And tissue paper, and these are some of my smaller scrapbooks that I've already finished. This one is for Jessica. I believe this one was for Stephen and I. So the boys will have something to see that their mom and dad really did love each other. Still do, just different kind of love. This is dog stuff, and I think this was stuff that I was using for my dad's dogs, Bear and Stony. And this is a box slap full of stuff that Grandma Peggy has found at yard sales for me to go through. I have to sort it all out. This one right here is not very full yet. There's some mason jars and 2 empty little baskets. Man, it's hard to see in here. It's dark. And some miniature domino pieces, game pieces that wouldn't fit in the other shelf in there. And this one is full of paints and crackle mediums and glazes and all kinds of unfinished wood stuff there. There is some organization finally sitting in over here, but we still have a ways to go. And there's my husband looking at me probably like I've lost my mind. Oh, and this is all like my stamps and stuff that have to be reorganized because these containers no longer contain them all. So we'll have to figure something out about that. But yeah, there's another table like that one that's in the corner that's going to go like right there. So we'll have to move that stuff out of the way. But it'll basically give me space all the way to the door so that I can have a polymer clay station, a mixed media station, a regular scrapbooking type station, and then a regular desk area. And I'm excited I get to put my pegboard back together and get all of my stuff back up there. Hopefully my computer will go back there soon. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we do have progress, but it's slow progress. Thank you for helping me, honey.
You're welcome, honey.
I love you.
I love you too.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.